Hi everyone. I thought I would just spend a few minutes today talking a little bit about what on earth is it that I do? What does a life coach for performing artists actually do? So, I guess it starts with my own story, which is that I was a collaborative pianist and worked in London and gave concerts all over the UK with singers and instrumentalists, worked with opera companies, toured Europe, and was having a successful career as a pianist. But I really, when I think back about it, I wasn't really taking great care of myself. You know, the pressures can be really considerable, I know. And I used to get very stressed. I didn't really take time out. And so eventually I got an injury, and that injury became a chronic painful condition. So I actually had to stop performing completely in my mid 30s and take a look at my life and see what was going on. And as a result of that, I became really fascinated with personal development work, human potential, and just starting to get to know myself really, truly on a deep level so that I wasn't forcing so much, I wasn't so anxious. I just started to actually be able to tune into myself and take care of myself. And so I decided that I really wanted to develop my skills to be able to help other artists who were struggling in any way. You know, however successful you are, you might be having challenges with stress or injury or just a lack of clarity or feeling that you've got off track somehow. So I went and did a master's in psychology so that I would have the skills that I need on top of having this performing artist background. So basically, a lot of what I do with people is based on what I wish I'd known when I was a performer. So, how to tune into myself so I can start to become clear about what really it works for me. Like, who am I? Am I a highly sensitive person who really needs to accommodate that? Am I someone who's really driven? Am I somebody who is super ambitious or maybe not so much? It's all fine. It's just finding out, you know, what you really want for yourself as opposed to what anyone else might have told you or had planned for you. How to make self-honoring choices. So, you know, do the thing that is going to be helpful to you ultimately, rather than any kind of, you know, self-criticism, self-sabotage, you know, self-denial that is ultimately going to backfire. How to value yourself as a whole person. So not just as an artist. Yeah, of course, being an artist is paramount, but it's not the whole picture. And I think for me, it was extremely liberating in the end to be able to realize that who I was valuable just innately rather than only because of what I was able to do as an artist. How to advocate for yourself, how to set clear boundaries so that you're not sort of exploited in some way or you don't really know how to stand up for yourself. That was a big issue for me. How to develop greater perspective and resilience so your life is sustainable and enjoyable, and that you can really keep going as an artist for as long as you want to, and that you really feel like you have choices, you have options, you have the resilience and the perspective be able to keep moving forward. I coach artists of all kinds, singers, instrumentalists. I work with writers, designers, and I'm open to that. I generally coach people who are at an advanced level student-wise or are actually professionals. But if you have any questions for me, if there's anything that you'd like to ask, or if you want to just find out more about what I offer, then please get in touch with me through my website. That's www.free2create, the number 2, free2create.com. And I'd be really happy to hear from you. All the best.